Hey, it's the Carnivore and me. I'm having a meal I made last night. Some of the chicken that I had, I reheated it and I had some of that pork fat, not pork fat, but pork that sorry about that, pork that I had some of that pork that I had a few days ago, cut up and cubed and put into that chicken that I cooked in the air fryer. So I put it all together and put it in the oven, baked it a little bit, kind of crispy in the fat. Pretty good. I like it. Um, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey, so it's the Carnivore and me. I'm wearing some different colors today because why not, right? It is the 13th. I don't know what day it is. I think it's the 13th. And yeah, so I've been, 13th. I've been kind of off and on the diet. I haven't really stuck to it the past 2 days. Yeah, the past 2 days I haven't stuck to it. Yesterday I had a bunch of ramen, cup of ramen. I had some, yeah, I know. I had a cup of ramen at work because I was hungry, and I'm like, you know what? I just bought it because I was craving it. The taste, the flavor. Um, yeah, I did it. My choice. Again, is what it is, right? Can't change the decision I already made. I also had some mac and cheese, the little mac and cheese bowls they had there, and some cheeses with it too. Cause yeah, I just had to. Again, it's an addictive thing. I'm trying to get down from the cravings of having carbs and of having the addiction to food, the taste. Which again, 30 years, 30 something years, yeah, it's not gonna be overnight. Thought I did pretty good, but I guess we all have hiccups. Again, that's why people have AA meetings and people to talk to about these issues, these cravings, these desires, and I guess there is a Weight Watchers thing too, where I guess you could do that as far as food goes, but um, having to pay to do that stuff doesn't seem logical to me. Anyway, that's another thing. And I ate my meat at home. I had some chicken that night and maybe some chicken and steak or something like that. I think it was, or pork steak, which is good. I liked it. It was all right. I didn't finish all that. I did have a bit of it the next day, which is today, the 13th. I was talking about yesterday. 13th today. I did give in again, thinking I wasn't, hoping I wasn't, but I just followed that path again. I brought my wallet in with me at work, which I haven't been, and I did, and I'm like, oh, I have the money, I can pay for it. So I bought another cup of ramen, so I bought 2 cups of ramen today, and a Woopie-pie. Yeah, Woopie-pie was a bad idea. Ramen was fine. I can do ramen all day long, and I'm good with it. Stomach didn't have an issue at all. The Woopie-pie felt kind of weird. It was Woopie-pie, the big like Oreo, not Oreo, but yeah, it's a Woopie-pie. You know what Woopie-pie is? Look it up. They are so good. So it was full of sugar, full of a lot of sugar. And I think that somehow reacted with me a little bit in the back of the throat. It just felt odd, felt weird, felt scratchy. Um, that's the first time I've had straight sugar like that in a long time. So I definitely found it interesting, being that being that sorry, being that I've never had that reaction to sugary stuff in such a long time. But that's a lot really bright. To sugary stuff in a really long time. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. I don't plan on doing that again. Again, it's one of those things where I say I'm going to do one thing and then fall into the habit of doing another with myself. I have that habit, as we all do. And again, don't beat yourself up for doing things that you've been in the habit of doing for 3 or 4 decades. it's going to be time. It's going to take time. It's not going to be an instant gratification. I keep saying that, but everybody I talk to online, like, oh, it's not carnivore. Oh, it's not this. Oh, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I had a friend I was telling him doing this diet, and I'm like, yeah, I'm down to 185 or something like that. I'm probably like 190 now or 187, I think last I checked. He was all, well, you shouldn't eat that way. It's not good for you. And I'm on a diet now too, and I'm eating tons of oatmeal. I'm eating this and that, and I feel really crappy all day long, even though I'm eating a diet and full of oatmeal, full of this, full of that. I'm like, yes, right. You're not feeling good because of this and this. And I am like, I'm sorry to hear that. I try to tell him, just you try my way. And he's like, well, this and that. I'm like, okay. Well, I tell him how I'm eating, tell him what I'm doing. And then he starts to tell me, well, you need this, why are you doing that? Stop fasting all day long. Well, you're doing it wrong if you decide to do this. I'm like, I didn't do any of that to you. Like, why are you telling me that what I'm doing is inappropriate, is incorrect, when you told me your diet and you don't feel good eating all that oatmeal or all this, and I support you for trying something. I don't understand why people can't be supportive of each other when you're trying to better yourself. Maybe it's they're looking out for you, but at the same time, it just feels like they're trying to preach their way of eating or their way of viewing um, food as something else than you view it as, or trying to. I've never understood that thought process, but then again, that's just me. We're all built different, and take it one day at a time, right? Yeah, and yeah, cool. So thank you for my little tangent there. Sorry I went over. Um, but yeah, it's just one of those things where that guy was bugging me that he decided to just basically tell me I'm not eating right, not doing enough, not getting enough of this, not getting enough of that, and he's been put on a diet and he's eating oatmeal, eating salads, and feeling crappy, like literally crappy. And I'm like, yeah, I had the same issue with my meat thing where I was going all day long on the toilet for pretty much 3 months, and because I wasn't adapted to the fat, and he was telling me, oh, I should eat more of this, eat more of that. I'm like, calm down, it's fine. I'm not hurting. I'm perfectly fine. I'm much better now. I'm not drinking all the coffee that I used to drink, which I do kind of crave still. Um, I might have it again on Saturday. I'm working early at 5 o'clock. I doubt I will, but it's a possibility because they're going to bring in some coffee at work just to pet people up. I'm not going to try to give myself an excuse, but I just did there, didn't I? Yeah, of course. That's what I do a lot, to give myself excuses, but that's to myself, not to other people. All right, almost 8 minutes in. I should probably shut up pretty soon here. Again, I just want to let you guys know I do appreciate the ones that are watching. That this is a journey, this is an adventure. This is not a diet or a way of living. It can be a way of living, but anything that you do will take time. Anything that you do will um, have hurdles. And yeah, you may trip over them, you may injure yourself, but you just gotta realize what you did, realize why you got injured, and move ahead. You can't. My hair's a mess. You can't dwell on the past. Like I love to dwell on the past. Say, oh, I did this horribly. Oh, I shouldn't have eaten that, or I shouldn't have, you know, done all these things. Well, yeah, you shouldn't have, but that's not now. That's not current. That's not immediate. And that's what matters. Is the past. That's already been written. You can't control that. You can only control what goes in front of you now and the future. Hopefully, the choices you make in the now will better your future. And if you don't make better choices now, in to the past, to the future, said that right, then how will you get to where you want to be? Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing, commentating. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. Talk to you guys later. Bye.